I was asked on a date by the ex-husband of the woman who ruined my family, and he confessed that he fell in love at first sight and he kept his promise. I am going on a first date after 5 years. I am not a prude or anything. Before this, I used to be married. My ex and I have been married for 7 years. It ended because he cheated on me with a colleague of his. I only found out because that colleague's husband, Sam, told me the truth. Sam had a suspicion that his wife was having an affair, so he hired a pie and looked me up. He gave me the evidence of my husband cheating. I was devastated, to say the least. I sacrificed a lot for this man. I moved out of town because of his job. He said he wasn't ready to have kids. I was okay with it even though I wanted them. I didn't accept a high-paying job because he said that it will cause a rift in our schedule. I was stupid. His cheating was like a last straw for me because I had done enough for this man and all I got was dishonesty and infidelity. He wanted us to reconcile and really broke it off with AP to work on our marriage, but I denied it. This was a deal breaker for me. The divorce was messy. Sam's was messier than mine because they have a 4-year-old daughter together, but he sorted it out and got full custody. It's been a year since we both been divorced. During the separation period, Sam and I talked a lot. We were going through a tough time and only we can help each other. I saw him as my friend until we both started developing feelings for each other. I did the smart thing by telling him the truth. He also said he feels the same way about me. We both agreed we would not do anything until the divorce was finalized. After the divorce was finalized, we talked and came to a middle ground that we would not date immediately. Rather, we will sort things out about our life and go to therapy. For 1 year we will have minimum contact, and if after a year we still feel the same, we will go on a date. It's been a year now. I have been doing better than before. I went to therapy and sorted things out, mostly, but there is room for improvement. Sam called me yesterday and asked me out on a date. I don't know why I felt like a teenager. The last time I went on a date was 5 years ago with my ex-husband. I did ask him then to take me out, or even asked him out on a date, but he would make some excuses every time, so I just gave up. I said yes to Sam. I once thought that after a year he would realize that he had no true feelings for me, but he does. He remembers our promise. It feels so nice to be seen and appreciated once in my life. It is so nice to feel alive again. I spent my youth on a man who only gave me the short end of the stick, but I don't know. I am hopeful with Sam. I know I am past my window of having a child naturally. I am in my mid-30s and know that the dating world will be much more cruel to me, but I am hopeful for the first time it will be good. I will go out tonight. I am wearing my favorite red dress that I haven't worn in years, maybe wear some makeup and do my hair. I am excited. Wish me luck. Update. Well, he cancelled the date because his daughter, Anya, had a high fever. I was a little sad because I was looking forward to it. I asked him if I could bring some soup for Anya. He was hesitant at first but said I could. I have met her once before. She is a good kid but sometimes can be very active and mischievous. I guess it's normal for a kid. I brought some chicken and vegetable soup. Sam wasn't kidding when he said she had a high fever. That poor girl was shaking. Sam fed her the soup and medicine. Then we had dinner at his place. I know it's not the type of date I expected, but I enjoyed it. We talked a lot about the things we did in a year. He told me something serious: he will always see Anya as his #1 priority. He loves her and he doesn't expect me to uplift the burden of motherhood if I don't want to. He knows being a step-parent can be difficult. I said that it is okay, but we need to date ourselves first before making any further decision. He also promised that he would take me out to dinner next week. So, I might make an update. Update 2. Well, he asked me out on a date last night again. He says I deserve a proper date that he had promised a year ago. I asked if his daughter was okay because she was sick. He told me his daughter was doing much better now. Currently, she is with his sister because they are having a cousin slumber party over there. I said okay. He took me out on a restaurant. He checked up on his daughter a few times to make sure she is okay. I love seeing him being a caring father, but he paid too much attention to me also. He complimented me and I blushed. It felt really good to be seen again. My ex stopped doing that a long time ago. He said I was beautiful and he has been dreaming about this date for a year. I did too. We talked about our lives, our childhood, our school. We also talked a little bit about our exes, but mostly it was just us discussing what we did in this past year. I don't know what was happening. I felt this huge flush in me whenever he would lean forward to whisper something into my ears. I felt like a teenager again. We decided that we would take things slow, but I was really tipsy and so was he. I initiated a kiss between us. He kissed me back too. Then he took me to his apartment and we started making out again on his couch. He suggested that we should take it to the bedroom because it was more comfortable. From that moment, we took each other's clothes off and yes, we had intimacy. I can't tell you how mind-blowing it was. Maybe because I haven't had intimacy in the past 5 years. I mean, my ex and I did it, but it just felt really robotic. But with Sam it was different. It was more intimate and passionate. He would praise me in between by saying that he loves my body and he has been waiting for this ever since he saw me. That it is way better than he had imagined it would be. I would agree. After learning my ex cheated on me, I had some self-esteem issues. I thought that he just got bored with me because I wasn't good enough. But after being with Sam, it gave me a boost of confidence. I know we aren't supposed to hook up on the first date, but I don't know what came to me. Maybe it was the alcohol, or maybe it's because we had so much pent-up emotions over the last 1 year. Maybe it's both. In the morning we talked about it, that we still wanted to take things slow, that we should get to know each other and build trust first. But we do not regret what happened last night. I asked him about what he meant that he waited for me since the moment he saw me. He was a little embarrassed and said that he had already checked out of his marriage when he discovered his wife's affair. He just didn't feel that love anymore. When he saw me at the restaurant, he said he fell for me, that I gave him a little hope, but he was still unsure because he was already in a roller coaster of emotions. He decided to wait because it was silly to make a move based on his infatuation. Plus he didn't know if I felt the same way. At last, we decided we would take it slow. He said that he doesn't want to officially introduce me to his daughter because he needs to be sure this is going somewhere and hopes it is in the positive direction. What can I say? I was really flattered. I don't know if we will last or not, but I am really hopeful for the future. Sorry for making this into my personal diary.